Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Tengoku struggle, continuing Yona's route. We're not doing laundry today. Woo! Anyway, yeah, just getting back, and it's perfect timing that Yona's welcoming us back. Hi! I know, right? Anyway. Oh, welcome back. Thanks. I can't help it. I don't know. This man makes me an idiot. We are going to just share the single brain cell, and I'm okay with that. Anyway. What do I do? I can't look Yona in the face! Look at his adorable freckles. I have to go and organize some documents from Father! Excuse me! I figured that instead of just being, I have to go organize some documents, she made it as awkward as fucking possible, and he's like, why the fuck was that weird? I told another lie! Just how many times have I lied to Yona now? Maybe I'm finally gonna have my tongue pulled out and sent to the. I'm finally gonna have my tongue pulled out and sent to the Great Screaming Hell. That was not Tim and Ronald. That was me. But I haven't come here to the human realm to fall in love with someone. Try and get to like someone and wait. To try and get to like someone in while I'm carrying out my mission. Yeah, I don't think in's supposed to be there. Anyway, to try and get to like someone while I'm carrying out my mission is just impossible. The Saku oranges and sweet mochi are so good. Love. A concept I admired in secret, right? Okay. Again, I think we've had this conversation, probably in this one. Me being like, oh god, I hate rom-coms, and like when I first started playing these games, it was like in my bitter phase. I was like, god, I hate romance shit. And then you play like an Otome game, and you're like, you know what, I actually kind of like. I realized I was just a bitter bitch. I'm pretty sure me and a friend of mine, like, we nicknamed ourselves the Bitter Betties. Because we were just bitter. It was one of my gay friends. But like, you know, oh god. We're the Bitter Betties, and we both had names that started with B. Bertina and something else. I forget what we named. Fucking ridiculous. I don't know. But yeah, you know, I still am not. I mean, rom-coms aren't my favorite because they're usually very, very fucking. But like, you know, I think I can tolerate them more now, except for the Christmas ones. But I think more with hating on the Christmas ones, it's just more fun to hate on them than it is to be like, because you're like, you watch some of them and you're like, they're not bad. You're like, but they literally all have the same plot. Can we like so you feel like you're in Delulu land, you know? Except for is it A Night for Christmas or The Night Before, like, whatever, where, like, stupid, weird time travel isekai shit. I'm into that. You're like, this is so dumb, but that I like. I don't know, because it's different. Her parents don't have a Christmas tree farm bakery in, like, rural buttfuck middle of nowhere America, and she's not some big city lawyer, corporate businesswoman, CEO executive who is then like, no, I don't want love, and I can't believe I have to go back to my parents' house. Whatever, in that tiny little podunk town. And then, of course, she's going to fall in love with her high school sweetheart, farm boy, next door neighbor, new guy in town, whatever, and then decide to just, like, fuck her whole entire life and go move back to her parents' Christmas tree farm bakery and run it with this dude. The end. That was literally all of them put together. Oh, and one of them's wearing a green Christmas sweater and the other one's wearing a red Christmas sweater on it. Done. I just wrote every single fucking Hallmark movie fucking ever. Except for the ones that are basically a retelling of A Christmas Carol. There you go. And then there's like a handful of them that are just random other... Oh, I'm sorry. The other plot line is I am somehow related to Santa Claus, and love is the only thing that makes me believe in the magic of Christmas. You know, that's the other plot line. They're fucking stupid. They're so dumb, and the acting is always awful. Oh, what is it? Oh, no, there is one that my mom and my sister made me watch like a couple years ago. Three Wise Men or something like that. Like, whatever. So, Three Wise Men and a Baby. It's basically three men and a baby. Like the old 80s movie, but it's like the three brothers and they find like a lost baby. The one guy's the baby gets left at the fire department. He's a fireman or whatever. And that one's actually good. That one's funny. Because it's slightly different. Oh, of course, they all fall in love, of course. Because it's not a Christmas movie unless somebody's fallen in love. Right, whatever. But that one's good. Okay. So there are a handful that every once in a while you're like, they're still good. And some of them I still like even if they're stupid as fuck. But sometimes they're just stupid as fuck. You know? Oh. There was another one too that something. Oh, I forget which one it was. Pretty sure it was a Christmas movie. But some of them are really, you're like, this one's stupid, but I kind of like it. Again, time travel or like funny, weird shenanigans. I don't know. But anyway. So me playing a Tome game somehow ending up here is bonkers so I'm basically her, like, whatever, yeah, but like I secretly love, like, I like the idea and the concept of love and relationships. I'm just too lazy to go out there and do that shit, because like, I can romance 2D men and not really get my heart broken except for randomly in games when they decide to kill everybody, when they're traumatic, but like, I'm deluded enough to be like, no, it's happily ever after, fine, whatever. You've seen this before, you've been around enough. So, works. Real life sucks. I'm gonna stay in my 2D lane, okay? Stay over here, this one's great. I'm perfectly fine here. And if I weren't lazy, maybe I'd read romancy, but I don't mind some romance in books. I mind it in adult, like, books, because you're reading, like, a thriller or a mystery. And again, the biggest mystery is always, why the fuck are you having sex on the kitchen counter when there's a dead body in the living room? What the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm not yelling at you. I wasn't yelling at my birds like, are you yelling at me? I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at the stupidity of shit. That's why young adult ones are better. We're gonna save the world. We're the chosen one, and we're gonna fall in love. That works. I didn't say I didn't like some stupid concepts. Anyway, love is a concept I admire in secret while I play Atome games for you guys. Even though I'd never crossed on the river on someone's back, I hope to someday. Even though I'd never crossed the river on someone's back, I hope to someday. That was me again. I can't read. Yona's always so honest. Doesn't lie, but he avoids the topic. So. And here I am, such a baby and a coward, telling miserable lies and excuses over and over. To be fair, you haven't asked him, are you in love with me? Because then he might lie. He's been avoiding telling you. What are you doing? Pick a lane, bird. Pick a leg. You over there, you over here, you over there, you over there. You look at me like you want me to pet you, and then I go to pet you, and you jump to the other leg. And then you come back like, pet me. And then I try to pet you, and then you run away. What are you doing? What are you doing, fidget butt? You don't need fidget spinners when you have birds. They're crazy. All right. I hope you realize when I baby talk randomly, it's to the bird, not to you. Huh? Where's Yona? He just went back to his room. Yay, we get to go to his cute little sailor room. Yona, are you there? Huh? What's up? There's something I wanted to talk to you about. Do you have a minute? What is it? You look so serious. It's important. I want to listen to me. That time is Tim and Ronald. I want you to listen to me. Well, come in. Look at his cute little room. So, how important is this? Like, his walls are really interesting. What's the deal? Because, like, the time we came into his room, it was dark. So you didn't see, like, the wallpaper scenario thing. And it looks like it should be, like, waves or something in the water. But why is it going around the ship's wheel like that? Like, why is the wallpaper texture of it? No, it's just because it's on the ceiling, too. It's just the way they did. That's bizarre. And the shadow on the book. Okay, it's just okay, I don't know what's happening. Anyway. Well, first, Just listen. I told him about the karma stones without hiding any detail about them. About how one's past is revealed as their thread gets untangled. And then I heard Yona's past. Demon child, huh? Takes me back. I forgot all about that. Yona was laughing, but he didn't mean it. I could feel it. I'm sorry. I didn't know this would happen, and I feel so bad. It feels like It feels like I eavesdropped into your past. I really do feel bad about it. You don't have to apologize. I mean, I'm surprised, sure, but I'm okay with you knowing about it. He touched his own red hair. The Murakami are a family of strong spiritual conviction. There are a family. Yeah. The Murakami are a family of strong spiritual conviction. Okay, I read that weird. They built temples all over the island and put statues of the Buddha on our ships. And they all pray that we wouldn't hit any storms and that we'd be victorious in battle. But because I had foreign blood in me, I didn't have the right to do so. They said I'd never get to paradise after death. I mean, you didn't. But that's only because you murdered people, so... I'm sure they're all also in hell, to be fair. Well, looking at that guy Kamuro, I think it was the right move not to have to go to the land of paradise. The heavenly realm. I just like it when people throw shade. I can't with words. I like it when they throw shade at Mukun. Because I like to throw shade at him too. Listen, I love him, but he's an idiot. But he's so adorable. Anyway, that's all that is. Try not to worry about it. Sorry for talking your ear off about it. He was smiling. I wanted to hold him as he did. Oh, right? Didn't Hari talk about this before? Face the past and gain strength, or turn away from it and be forever looked down upon as a weakling? I want to be strong. And, though I still sort of don't believe it, my heart and body both feel just kind of lighter now since yesterday. Huh. I know it sounds weird to say they're lighter, but it feels clean or good in general, I guess. I'm pretty sure this is because of you, right? Really? So, I'll be counting on you moving forward, too. Of course. Alright, I'll head back then. I'm sorry to bother you so suddenly. Or you were just gonna tell him about that? Listen, I need to tell you I love you. He wants to be strong. Right. I didn't want to lie anymore as well. I wanted to be honest when you turn back and just kiss him. And I wanted to be strong too. With him. I can't make a woman like you my wife! I want to read that in a different voice every time. Well, I can't make a woman like you my wife! wait, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need to get the pirate voice back from my next life as a villainess. I need to do my best. That's what I thought, and still, those words came back to me. Can't make me a wife. Was I such a terrible woman in my past life? I have a feeling it has nothing to do with... It's not, oh my god, I can't make a woman like you my wife. Like, a battle between father and daughter. Bond with Yona is 81. Now we're at chapter 9. I have a feeling it's less... no, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I can't make a woman like you my wife. That, like, you're taking it as a negative, and that's the first way I took it. It's like, I can't make a woman like you my wife. Like, oh my god. You touched another man's hand, you're a whore. You know, that type of a thing. But it could be taken, it could also be like, I can't make a woman like you my wife. Like, I'm not good enough for you. You don't know the intention behind the words, you just have the words. And the first instinct is to think exactly what she's thinking, like, what did I do that's so wrong that he can't make me his wife? This random voice person. And it could be, no, my god, you're so innocent and good, and I'm a terrible person. I can't do that to you. You know what I mean? Obviously, we did something... Well, we don't know. We might never have done anything bad. We ended up in hell somehow, and we're just a transient, so we got stuck there. Well, King Emma gave us a reason to stay there, but we don't know that we did anything necessarily bad. It could just be because when you died, there was nothing to judge you on, like, oh, yup, you're a bad person, you go to hell. You're a good person, you go to... It's like, who knows? And you just popped into hell like, hey, what's up? I'm dead. Where am I? You know what I mean? And so you don't know. Maybe we were a good person. Totally. We're like just a smarter version of Mukun. You know what I mean? So we don't know. Or we committed some minor offense. But like, if that was supposed to be Goemon, I'm just going to make the assumption because, again, the opening movie, and he's the last round, and, you know, whatever. Some big thing tied to him, right? We knew him in our life. He could be like, I'm complete and utter human garbage. You're perfect, wonderful little beam of sunshine. Can't make you my wife. And, you know, she's taking it like, I'm a horrible person and he thinks I'm garbage. And it's like, no, the reverse is true. So, you know, I'm a feeling it'll flip like that. You know what I mean? But anyway. Is it alright if I head out with Sharaku today? Huh? I talked as we drank coffee as usual with our matching mugs. Look, he looks so shocked and slightly offended and sad. I don't mind, but what are you going to do about Sanzaburo and Okuni? I won't just be giving up on them. I was just curious about Asaimon and the others. I'm everyone's superior here, remember? I'm the one keeping an eye on everything. It's okay, right? I think this is important. I'm fine with it. Alright. I'll look for Sanzaburo and Okuni, too. Thanks, Yona. Oh, look, he looks kind of like he's like, yeah, sure, I guess. Aw, you're gonna make Freckles mope. By the way, where's Kikinosuke? Still sleeping? Oh, he's depressed and on the verge of death. Mentally, that is. What? Did something happen? Like, oh, he's like, oh yeah, he's just depressed and on the verge of death. I mean, but fine. You said that so nonchalantly. He went to play games with Fujimori yesterday, if I recall. He was saying he wanted to die because he got completely wrecked by some kid in a game. I'm sorry, but when Goemon said that, I was like, is it because of Fujimori in the game? And so, yes. He's already dead, though. Wrecked? He staggered back in here last night and was curled up in his room the whole time. Is Fujimori that strong? It's probably time to get him out of bed, though. Is it alright if I go? There's something I wanted to talk to him about. And Yona's like, you're talking to everyone else. You were spending time with me. Kikinosuke, are you awake? I'm dead. Yeah, join the club. I'm opening the door. Some of the little conversations are so funny. Like, I'm dead. Yeah, so aren't we all? Shut up. Anyway. I lost. Kikinosuke of all people. Kikinosuke, who's so quick to fight and so stubbornly strong-willed, is now depressed. Is this about your arcade trip with Fujimori? I didn't win a single match. Huh? He's a normal human, but he's super strong. I've got the body of an animal. My reflexes and vision are better than a human's, but that kid, he's definitely a normal human, but I couldn't win against him. I'm sorry to hear that. He's got a lot of hours logged on that game. He even had crazy gaming blisters on all his fingers. There are people who exist who are just weak and can't do anything and don't belong. Could it be he's been playing games all this time alone? Ikanosuke, did you and Fujimori get along? Huh? Oh, right. I should have exchanged line information with him. I was so shocked from losing that I forgot. Would you play him again? I would. I totally would. Taking a beating like this just isn't me. Good. That's the right attitude. He'll be good friends with Fujimori in no time. I've got to train more for that then. Yeah, I can't stay curled up in here. I've got a battle to win in a video game. I mean, I guess you have your priorities skewed, but sure. Well, training for your game is fine, but don't forget to keep an eye on Azami, too. Okay, sure, Mom, whatever. Of course. I'll head out after a shower. I
know it's a bit late to mention after we've come all the way out here, but I haven't gotten any new information on any of them.
So you mean they haven't made any moves at all?
Not out in the open, at least.
He rolled a die in his hand without changing the look on his face, but I was sure this was proof that he was annoyed on the inside. He was doing this when we were talking about us as a boat when we first came here, too.
Shinobigni doesn't leave the temple at all. In exchange, the guests just don't stop coming. They're all people high up the ladder who seem to have loads of money.
What about Asaimon?
I see him on occasion and even tailed him quietly a few times. I'm sure he's known I've been following him, but he's never tried to attack me while I did.
What about Azami and that guy Jack?
I've seen Kiku's sister around a number of times. Jack hasn't come by when I've been on post. Goemon mentioned this, but it looks like he's holed up in a super fancy apartment by Kotsugahara Plaza.
Oh, that's pretty close.
He just hasn't done anything we can act on.
I guess that's really it, isn't it?
Even with that app, if only something bigger happened with it. A few violent acts isn't much. I do feel bad from that girl from hell who was attacked, though.
It all feels so awful around here.
Yeah, it does. As if there's a spider's web being spun somewhere out of reach. This isn't salvation. It's a trap you get entangled in.
As we stood there feeling sullen about the situation, an incredibly expensive-looking car, all in black, stopped in front of us. And then a seemingly wealthy-looking man got off and headed into the temple. Just like that. Sensei Nono said she was giving life advice. What if everyone believed in her and we're all simply carrying out her orders without questioning them?
That must definitely be on her mind.
He spoke so bluntly.
We talked about how they might be trying to take over humans in the beginning, remember? But we were trying to figure out what they wanted by doing so.
We need to figure out what happens next.
It might be fun for them to manipulate others however they want.
Okay, sure. But like that's kind of my point in the other part. Like, even if that's not their end goal, they're having fun manipulating people. Could just be like, hey, it's a fun side effect. But
what is it they want to do going through all the trouble to offer salvation? And just what is this salvation?
Shotoku looked far, far off into the distance. None of his usual cynicism was there.
I'm pretty good at reading people's emotions, but with that woman, I had no idea what she could be thinking.
Me neither.
And what Yona said about them all having different objectives and motives for being here got me a bit curious, too.
Huh? Why are you looking... Oh, that was him. Huh?
Why are you looking embarrassed right now? Oh, right.
What?
You and Yona like each other, after all.
You get over here! I immediately grabbed Shotoku's arm and dragged him into an alley.
No, please don't hurt me.
Be quiet. That was a ridiculous thing to say, yeah?
Huh? Oh, come on. You thought no one would catch on. You're so stupid.
Huh?
It's written all over you. With all the getting red in the face and the stammering, even a moron would realize what's going on between you two.
I love the look on his face right now. He's like, come on. We ain't that dumb. The fucking look on his face is great. Oh, but it's so funny. He's like, even a moron would realize what's going on. Except for I don't think Yona knows that we're in love with him. It's easier when you're on the outside. You look at two people and you're like, are these idiots? Do they not realize that they're in love with each other? And you're like, and then they're like, no. Because when it's you, you're like, no, am I? What? No. And, well, he said something nice to me, but like, I don't know. He said hi. That's obviously really good. And then they're like, he said he was in love with me, but I'm not really sure what he meant by that. Because you really get stupid when you're actually interested in someone and you start to read in all the crazy signs. You know what I mean? Like, Or you're just like, whatever, and you're like, is this a sign from the universe? And you're like, no, it's just, it was an email. Get over it. Like, you know? So everybody on the outside is like, are they idiots? And the answer is yes. Yes. Outside looking in, yes. When you are on the inside, you were an idiot. Yes. You'll never figure it out. That's why you gotta trust the other people on the outside. Sometimes. No.
How about you guys just do it already, huh?
Do you want to get whipped?
Lady, I come from the crushing hell. The paradise of lewdness. What's that gonna do to me?
I really expected him to be like,
I like that kind of shit.
so, close enough. Don't talk back to me.
Do it before the cat freak takes a bite out of him. What have you got to lose?
I'm going home.
Why? You're gonna spit on my gesture of kindness here.
Even as someone assigned to the crushing hell, there are things you can and can't say.
It's not like you don't wanna.
Stand right there.
Hey, I don't like it rough. Be gentle with me.
You know, I don't like it rough. I don't necessarily know if I believe that, sir. You've been in the crushing hell for years, but you haven't reflected on your behavior, right?
And this is just my personality I was born with, so there's no helping it.
He argues back against everything I say. But, have they really noticed me and Yona?
But man, the look on his face this morning, it was like a puppy it was just thrown away.
Oh, stop it. Hmm? No, I didn't mean anything by that.
Huh? Whatever do you mean?
Playing stupid now.
Dang it! What didn't you mean, Lord Hellguardian? A Hellguardian wouldn't possibly lie or brush things under the rug now, would she?
I can't get away from this. But if it's with Sharaku from the Paradise of Lewdness, maybe I should just spill it all. He might enjoy it if you spill it all. He might be knowledgeable about these kinds of things. Well, that was... I didn't think it was good to depend on him so much.
Oh, that's how you were playing this, huh?
And also, during my life, I was told that I don't want anything to interfere with our mission, but if... And this would be a hypothetical situation. But if a Hell Guardian and Superior were so overcome with love that they became useless, it would be very irresponsible, wouldn't it?
You're so incompetent.
You don't need to say that so loud. I caught a vision of red hair and freckles, even though he was nowhere in sight.
I'm not trying to take your side on this, and I might not look like it, but I do like Yona. He's so straightforward and honest that it makes him mess up, but he's pure at his core.
He's right about that. That's why I can't stop thinking about this.
I want Yona to be rewarded for who he is.
Sharaku's thorny words stabbed into me, but I also felt proud for some reason. I was happy that Yona was being praised.
Go for it, yeah?
I can't make a woman like you my wife! Somewhere deep in my chest, I winced in pain.
Or could it be something happened in you? Something happened in your past life.
It's supposed to be to you, okay.
Something happened to you in your past life.
What?
Your self-proclaimed hate of men comes to mind.
I can't make a woman like you my wife. And that could also be like, again, someone saying to her, I can't make a woman like you my wife because you're too good for me. She doesn't get a thing and she's like, men all suck! And then that just gets so embedded because a misunderstanding. It's always a fucking miscommunication.
What's wrong? You're looking terrible. Did something happen then, right?
No, this is...
Well, you can always talk to me, the love doctor from the crushing hell. I won't lead you astray.
What do? I don't want him to know. but I want to talk about it. It's difficult for me to talk about it, even with Father or Sensei Nono. But most of all, Yona can't know about this. It's not anything significant. I just remembered one thing from my life.
Oh?
I can't make a woman like you my wife. It was the voice of a man I don't know. Are you sure? It's like, or you don't recognize the voice because maybe it's all garbled. Someone who's played this with the voice acting on and everything, let me know. Like, could you, don't tell me who it is, because, like, but be like, you recognize the voice, or it's a voice you don't recognize. Like, it's garbled. Like, is it garbled? Like, oh, it's messed up and you can't tell who it is? Maybe it's not voiced at all. Or is like, yeah, no, you definitely recognize and she's dumb. Like, you know what I mean? I was a terrible woman in my life who had to be told something like that. I desperately searched through my memories. I thought so hard that I grew dizzy from it. This is where Sharku being intelligent would be like,
Or maybe he was trash and he was saying you were too good for him.
because, I want to know how I lived, but I'm afraid to know too.
I see, I see. I know the circumstances now, but just forget anything about that at all.
Just forget anything about all that. Sorry, I read that wrong. What?
When did you pass away? What age were you when you died?
19, apparently.
19. Well, live that long and you've probably had a broken heart or two. It might be that you remember the pain from something like that deep in your soul.
Wait, Sharaku. Right now I'm really shaken up.
Yeah, I can tell. Come on, deep breaths.
I took deep, slow breaths, but my feet were still shaking a little.
Well, you've already died, right? Who cares about what happened in your life? Even if it's fact that you were turned down, that doesn't mean it was your fault, right? Like with money or fame.
See, he's like, you were turned down, but it doesn't mean it was your fault. That's basically, what if he's trash and you were too good for him? See?
Say you were in a poor family and you liked a guy and he liked you, but then a girl from a rich family rolled in and you were tossed away. And there are as many circumstances around love as there are stars. There's no way you can guess which one it might have been.
I didn't really feel it yet. But the encouragement from this man from the paradise of lewdness, the crushing hell, felt so strong and supportive. Face the past and gain strength, or turn away from it and be forever looked down upon as a weakling. I wonder if it's the same with me. Maybe I shouldn't bother with being tied down by those words.
So, just be happy with Yona, yeah? Then, should I go ahead and send Yona to your room tonight? I'm good at setting that stuff up.
Did you work at a brothel? Were you a pimp? Like, I will very respectfully decline your offer. Alright, let's get back to Kumonoi Temple.
Like, no, why don't you go find Yona now and tell him you want to hang out with him?
Oh, good. Doesn't seem like there's been any incident around. You! With the long black hair! Oh, wait a minute. Is this what's-his-face? Huh? Are you talking about me? Yeah, there it is. It's glasses. I always forget his name. When all of a sudden I was like, doing a random voice, and I was like, wait, we haven't met glasses yet. When she said a car pulled up, he was the first character I thought of, and it wasn't him, but I turned to see a very sketchy guy. Unfortunately, as adorable as I find him, like, look, he's cute, okay? But he is extremely sketchy, and after the shit he did to Izami, it's like, sir, her making you jump out a window was almost too good for you. You didn't physically touch her, but you basically sold her to creeps. So, like, it's like one tiny little percent less douchey than those guys, but it's still up there. It's still pretty fucking despicable. So, like, I mean, being sketchy and shady and a little, like, you're like, because you're, like, supposed to be an agent, so you're going to be a little shady. You're like, okay, fine. But, like, that, ooh, sir. But you got glasses and you're kind of adorable, so. Doesn't mean I don't want to punt you into the sun, but you're up there in the ranks of, like, the characters that you were like, I like looking at you, but you are trash. And when somebody physically hurts you, I'm okay with it. Like certain other characters in certain other games where you're like, you know, you know, it was very recently, you're a douche, but you're pretty to look at. So we'll just put a portrait of you on the wall and be like, yeah, no, but actually physically crushing you and making it hurt is so worth it. And then we'll put your picture on the wall and be like, yeah, there he is. Actually, for you, I could just torture you in hell, and then I get to look at your face all tortured and fucked up, and, in agony for all the shit you did, but I still get to look at your pretty little face. And then I get to torture you for all the creepy shit you did. So this works out, actually. Anyway. I'm not going to marry the man. I just like looking at his face. He's just handsome. They made him cute. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, okay? They actually made him cuter than, like, Ichise, and he's supposed to be, like, this beautiful movie star. But, like, he's just, you're average, you're fine. Not unattractive, but he's not super cute. And then they made this creepy dude cuter. You know what I mean? He's prettier. He'd be a better movie star. Kind of should have switched him. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Whoa, what a sweet face. What a beauty. I forget his voice, but it's fine. What's with this man? He's gonna get sent to the great screaming hell and boiled in a pot once he dies. I don't remember what the great screaming hell was, but he's definitely going somewhere. Oh, don't look so defensive. I'm not a suspicious guy, Yeah, you kind of are, but look at him! Don't you think you could trust him? Look, he's got a little sparkle by his glasses. Everything about you is suspicious, though. Love it. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Satoru Ikari, and can you believe it? I'm a talent manager at Raijo Star, your favorite talent agency ever. Raigio Star. Anyway, I said that wrong, but it doesn't matter. Which means I look for cute girls around town and give them what they need to make their debut. I can make you a star. I have no interest in that at all. Your boyfriend might be a bit of an issue. I'm sure a good angle to get you popular would be to push you off as innocent and pure. But, well, this image of you with a boyfriend's difficult to just throw away. How about you both make your debuts together? The office is nearby. Let's chat over some tea. I like how he doesn't fucking listen to a word you say. Okay, when he winks like that, he looks shady as fuck, but... Get out of here, you piece of shit. That pissed me off. I hate guys like that. He was definitely scouting for dirty business. Well, yeah, probably is. Then, shouldn't we have had him change his ways by bringing him back to hell and having him sit in on some of our processes? I don't want to have to babysit someone like that around either. I get how you feel. Well, I'm sure he won't come talk to us again. First we should eat. Oh. Yona! Handsome man with the red hair! Yona! Hey. He's like, he heard his name and then he hears, handsome man with the red hair! And he's like, this is awkward. I love it. We were observing Kumonoi Temple just now, but there was no action, so we decided to come get something to eat. We're heading to the corporate slaves' place. Care to join us, Yona? Gotcha. I was getting hungry too. I'll come. Welcome. A party of 3, then. Oh, I forgot. That new vacuum cleaner just came out today. I have to go check it out. I knew, right? When Sensei Nona was like, a party of 3, I was like, Shardaku's gonna piece the fuck out and leave us and make it a date. Yona, sorry to bolt after inviting you here. Okay, that's the wrong here. Well, enjoy a meal with our Hell Guardian here, and with just the 2 of you. Alone. Why do you have to emphasize it like that? I see. No worries. Later. You planned this all along. I guess I'm happy, but... Unfortunately, we're a bit crowded today. Would you 2 mind sitting across a table? I'm fine with that. What about you, Yona? I don't mind. Over here, if you please. Oh, okay. I was like, what does he mean sitting across a table? Like they're sitting on one side, we sit on the other side. Okay. I was like sharing a table basically. I was like, what? Because we wouldn't sit across from each other. If you sat us at a table, we would sit next to each other. Like usually, if you're sitting at you sit across from each other, one person on each side. You know what I mean? Like you don't normally sit next to each other. I mean, I guess if you're super romantic-y, you do. Some people might do that. I've never done that with just a second person. You know? So okay, I didn't get what he meant, but okay, sharing a table. Okay. Hey, you two! Both of them saying it at the same time. Whoa. I turned around and saw Sensei Nono standing there wearing the most obvious smile. You know, here's the thing. God damn it, Sensei Nono. For real, Shotoku bought us here under the pretenses to get us on a date with each other, and now you're going to put us with another couple? Actually, probably not a bad idea, because Sensei Nono's over there like, you can talk business, but then also, like, they're two romantic-y lovers, and they can probably spill out the romancy vibe. So, two birds, one stone, I guess. What's happening today? I won't draw my blade here, of all places. No, I know there's no way you would. But doesn't it feel weird to sit across from us? We both like you two, after all. I'm sure some fate has brought us together here. They were the definition of tranquility, making me nervous in response. They're like the old married couple, and we're like the new awkward, like getting to know you, like maybe do you like me, I don't know, first date couple that we don't even know we're on a first date. All right, we'll accept your invitation then. So, I was in front of Kumonoi Temple earlier. Were you looking for us? I'm so sorry. Sanzaburo and I were taking a stroll around Asakusa. Okuni wanted to eat at the Enma Grand Hotel's buffet, since it had been mentioned in a blog. I read that so weird. Okuni wanted to eat at the Enma Grand Hotel's buffet, since it had been mentioned in a blog. There you go. I see. And after that, we ate matcha mochi at a shop called Kazan. Oh, we ate there too! The food there's really good, isn't it? Oh, yes. It tasted wonderfully. We then paid our respects to Kanan at the Asakusa Temple, and here we are. This is a peaceful conversation, like many others we've had. So long as they don't talk about fighting, they really seem like good people. Yes, see? But like... Hey, can we talk about the blood duel? Yo, no, we were having a good time, idiot! What do you think, Sanzaburo? What would you like, Okuni? I want to see my lord's sword coated in blood. I see. Then I will do so. Huh? Does that mean you accept another blood duel? A warrior never goes back on his word. Yona, this is great! We are the only people who'd be like, awesome! We're gonna fight to the death! Wait. Spacey. Oh, sorry. I called you by your first name. Oh, how pure. How pure. Sanzaburo, let's make sure we kill them both so they aren't separated at least. I will make sure of it. Wait, hold on. You asked what warrior sharpens their blade with the intent to lose, right? Just know that I won't be losing next time. But if you allow me to, there's something I wanted to ask. Ask. Sanzaburo Nagoya, why did you escape from hell? What? Yona didn't express even the slightest gesture of trying to rebuke or admonish him. And yet out of nowhere... Look, something's clouding his little face. Sanzaburo, you don't need to answer! Let's go! Wait, what? Sanzaburo will not lose. That's all I will say. Okuni... It was so sudden. Yona and I couldn't chase after them. Interesting. It just looks so painful watching him walk away, protected by Okuni. You wonder if, like, because he's just seriously asked, why did you escape? Maybe he got dragged along to be with his wife and he didn't want to escape, but like he doesn't want to leave her either, you know? Hmm. What just happened? I'm surprised too. It was the first time I've seen the both of them act like that. I didn't say anything that rude, right? It was an honest question. The both of us were still startled. They were always full of confidence and honestly just very strong. And still, that was so surprising. That surprised me, but I think our path to victory is clear. Yona? They revealed a weakness. If we dig into it, we can attack them with it. Their weakness? Right, Yona's certainly not wrong. But, hey, what's with that look? You're not gonna tell me that hitting them where they're weak is cowardly, right? I wasn't gonna, but I feel like, are you okay with that? Because, like, I wasn't going to, but now that you mention it, that's us being that's a little judgmental. Out of the two answers, that's a little judgy. Like, I wasn't gonna, but it's true. Like, I'm internally judging you, and then, but this is are you okay with that? Like, I'm just simply straight up asking, like, are you okay with hitting them at their weakness? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Well, are you okay with that, Yona? Because you're like, I mean, it is, but like, I'm not going to judge you for it. I'm just going to ask, are you okay with that? Is it alright if I talk with Okuni first? So do you think I'm in the way, even though this involves me? I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. I know there are things she can talk about. Oh, I know there are things she can talk about that the ones actually fighting can't. Yona touched his piercing. I was sure that was a habit of his when he wasn't sure what to do. You're the one that said it. That you'd get your soul preservation certificate if we captured the escapees. Put it the other way, and it means that so long as you don't have to have the preservation certificate, there's a chance you could still disappear. In that case, I have to kill him. No words came out of me right away. His ocean eyes were bright and glaring. It's just, if you don't agree, then find out a bit about him. I think Yona's the one who doesn't agree. Am I just getting in the way? But after seeing Sanzaburo like that, I can't help but wonder what that was about. After that, we patrolled around Asakusa. No incidents today, fortunately. We started back home after we saw the first star in the sky. A pond doesn't need to be in there. It felt a little awkward. We're back. Welcome back. Are you guys hungry? That smells really good.
And there was a dice game going on at the Hell Kebab shop where you get free sandwiches if you win. We got enough for us and the cat. Dig in.
Kebabs! That stuff's great. Although I'd like something a little spicier.
We have barbecue leftovers with the 7 spice or the chili paste. Slather it all on if that's what you're feeling.
Are you sure that's alright for you? We're all dead. Who cares how we eat now? Alright, let me get the spicy stuff then. I couldn't help but let a smile spill over me as I watched Yona hustle over to the kitchen. Here, your share. Thanks. I gazed at the kebab sandwich put in front of me. Everyone and the cat was actually included. Here's a black iced coffee for you. And next, the glass filled with ice and coffee was placed before me. Really, with dinner? In our matching mug cups. If you could take care of everything, then you wouldn't need all those men, right? Right. We had friends all along. How was it with you guys, Yona? Is see anyone suspicious out there? Not anyone suspicious, but we bumped into Sanzaburo at the corporate slave's place.
Oh.
Shotoku, with his brow furrowed, leaned toward me.
What the heck? And here I thought you two ran off because you were late coming back. Like, you two ran off, but you didn't.
That's not what we're talking about. Settle down, you two. Sorry. And then Yona's gonna see that and be like, why are they getting chummy? Because Shardako's over there like,
I swear to God, I set you fucking up and you didn't tell him you were in love with him? Like, what the hell?
it looks like we're having a sultry little meeting. Yona, were you able to talk with him? Well, I'm gonna be able to fight him again. Nice, that's great! Just, this time I'll think things through. I'll come up with strategies and everything. He looks so serious. Maybe he really is thinking about what I said. Hey, how are those threads coming along?
Just one more push.
Ari? Why does it appear out of nowhere like this?
That means victory is in our grasp, right?
What's wrong, Yona? You look serious. It's good that you can fight them again, right? Right. Yeah.
Alright, speaking of suspicious people, and there was this guy who came up to talk with me and our Lord Hellguardian when I was with her.
Oh, him.
And this dude suddenly started talking about how he was scouting her and invited her to his office. I'm sure if she went, he'd strip her down and...
We get interrupted by the Azamin channel. He'd strip her down. I was really expecting Yona to, like, lose it at that point.
Hello, it's me, Azamin. Today we've got my manager, Ikari, joining us.
Hello, I'm Akari from Ragio Star. I can't pronounce that. Whatever. Hey! Azami? What's wrong? That's the man who came up and talked to me, right, Shardaku? I should have known. And then when the Azami channel was coming up, I'm like, what are the odds? And then I was like, he's never been on one of these, but yeah, okay.
Absolutely, that's the guy. It's thanks to Ikari talking with me that I get to appear in shows like this. And you won't believe it, Ikari also represents Jack as his manager too.
Jack's manager? But I've never even heard of this guy. I wonder what else he's got going on. Like, what else? You know what I mean? He's got to be something else aside from, like, because you have Ichise, right? So he's got to have some other kind of side character thing. And, like, I mean, unless, you know, Ikari's just random psycho, but you wonder, like, what else kind of involvement do you have? Like, what else is going on with you? Like, is there something else? Or it just makes sense because then you have a manager and he's creepy and, like, whatever, anyway. Which means he really does work at a talent production agency, then?
It was a dream of mine to be able to stream from the human realm, so I'm so happy. Seriously, thank you so much, Ikari.
You're not going to say that when he sells you to creepy dudes. Oh, no, I really didn't do much at all. The reason why you've got so many fans is because you're so cute and such a hard worker, Azamin. I've seen a lot in the celebrity industry, but I fell in love with you at first sight. Okay, don't phrase it like that. What the? Yeah. Oh, and I don't mean that romantically. I'm just saying my instincts told me that you were going to make it big. Okay, good. Because it's like the phrasing on that, sir. I know what he meant. You know what I mean? I was hoping I knew what he meant. I'm hoping what he was meant. Like, I knew you'd be... Like, the concept of selling her as a celebrity he fell in love with at first sight. And I'm like, oh, I love you. You know what I mean? Fell in love with her like an object, not romantically as a person. You know what I mean? It's like seeing a really pretty lamp. You're like, oh, I love it. I need it in my house. You know? I love it. I need to sell her to people and make money off of her. But, like, also he's a little creepy and sold her to creepy old dudes. So we had to be wary of his phrasing. So I'm glad he clarified. The number one cutest junior hire in hell. That description fits you perfectly.
Ikari, I'm going to be working my hardest, so I look forward to working with you.
Of course, do your best to capture not only the hearts of everyone in hell, but us humans too.
Of course.
Me. I see Kikinosuke fall listlessly, about to faint. Now he's a dog. He fainted and transformed into his beast form.
I I can sympathize. And with that said, we've yet another guest with us today. Jack! Sansaburo Nagoya!
Whoa!
And Izumo no Okuni!
What?
Okuni and Sansaburo were both saved by Lady Shinobikini, just like myself. Hi, good evening. Thanks for having us.
This is the first time we've greeted the living. I'm quite nervous to be here.
What a strange and mysterious time this is, with everyone being able to see an image of us sent directly to them. I feel like they just wrecked us and pulled a Yakuman hand in a game of...
Wait, and pulled a Yakuman hand in a game of Mahjong. Excuse me, old man. I'm gonna need you to clarify for the rest of us.
We're all here to invite you to join the partnering app, Jodo.
Oh,
Ikari.
huh?
You said you weren't interested, right?
Well, I mean, I know you Azumin support it. I know you and I'm sure it's supposed to say, I know you and Azumin support it, but I'm not so sure. Hey, at least smart. Even if he's creepy. That stuff's popular with the young folks, right? It's sad for an old man like me to use it.
That's not true. Lots of people much older than you come to Shinobikini's temple all the time.
Here's the thing, pressuring him when he's like, not interested, and you're like, do it! Come on, just do it! That's cunty. I know that too, but even though I might not look it, I live a pretty virtuous lifestyle. Press X to doubt. Where is the X on my keyboard? I'm gonna hammer that, fucker. Yeah, no, sir. I highly doubt that. I mean, you sold Azami to old dudes so they could assault her. Okay? She's like 14 or 15. So, like, gross motherfucker. I mean, we don't know. She's anywhere from like 13, 14, 15. You know what I mean? But she's still like baby teenager. Gross, dude. Gross. So, like, I don't trust. I know that has not happened in this timeline, but that doesn't mean that if that's in you somewhere, I don't necessarily know if I believe that you are virtuous at all. I haven't done a single thing wrong, and there's no way I'd go to hell.
Yeah, no, you're totally going to hell. You've just got that evil look on your face. Really? Are you sure? You've never told a lie?
I feel like that was a lie. Well, I'm an adult, so I suppose I fibbed. At least once.
See? Viewers at home might not know this, but you can be punished for the smallest things. The ones who can go to the heavenly realm are mostly just monks who've gathered virtue in their lives, and most normal people go to hell.
Again, which is kind of fucked up. Really? Oh, that's scary.
Well, that's why Lady Shinobikini and this app are here to save everyone.
Yeah, no, there's also something about pushing. It's not just like, hey, get on the app. It's pushing people to get on the app. Like, he's not interested, and they're like, join it. Do it. Come on. I mean, they haven't forced him to do it. They're trying to sell it. But they're trying to sell it so hard, so you kind of wonder if it has nothing to do with money, because she doesn't need money, then, or sowing the seeds of dissent, not dissent, but like sowing the seed, like, do you know what I mean? Just like making everyone angry and like, okay, that's a fun thing. If it's not about causing chaos or money, then what is people downloading that? What's it really doing? You know what I mean? Because why would you need people to do it? Whoops. I didn't mean to quick save, but that's okay.
I'm sure you all watch and understand, right? Just living a normal life sends you to hell. But you still have time. If you believe in Lady Shinobikini and complete the tasks on the app, your sins will disappear.
That could never happen! I couldn't help but shout at the screen. It's just as Lady Azami says. I really feel like this would have been probably all rectified if King Emma had popped up and done like a little thing and been like, guess what? I'm just gonna read off this guy. He donated to the app. Still going to hell. That 10 million did jack shit. Peace, motherfucker. That's all it would take. One motherfucking person just saying it for one like, find someone or someone that died recently and go, all right, hi, this is Tom. Say hi to everybody, Tom. Tom, how much money did you donate to that Johto app? Yeah, guess what? Didn't erase his sins. He's still in hell. And it's not because he didn't donate a lot. You get the, like, you know. Like, do you want me to go murder, like, that Nishikikoji guy? Because I'll do it. And then he'll go straight to hell. I mean, I'm already in hell, so, like, what if? So he'll go to hell, and then you'll be like, do you see this CVS law, like, receipt length list of shit he did wrong? Because it's going to be the length of a CVS receipt. You know, and all of a sudden it just be printing those 7 million coupon, and, like, you know? Am I that old that reference doesn't hit for anyone? Everyone's like, oh god, fucking A, those receipts are like 62 miles long. You're like, I bought eye drops and a lip gloss, and my receipt is 42 miles long. So imagine, in CVS receipt talk, how long Nishikikoji's fucking thing is. So I'm just saying, all that would then this would be over, and then we wouldn't have a game. So never mind, I guess that's... But you know what I mean? Come on, Enma, Jesus. Get off your throne and do your job. He's not gonna. He wants us to fall in love. That's the whole point. For anyone, to live is to sin. From your birth to your death, you collect a multitude of sins. Yeah, existence. Oh man, don't scare me, Mr. Nagoya. I do plead for you to believe us. We have no intention to cause harm to any humans. Exactly. Let's all be saved together. Yeah, Goemon's like, I don't trust this shit. Yes. I was going to say yeah, and then I transitioned to yes, and it came out, yes. Sorry, Jack. Yes. I want everyone saved. I want to save everyone. I want everyone to be released from their pain. Sounds weird. This guy... Believe in us and your sins will disappear. Come now. Everyone install Johto right now. Yona? I was like, who disconnected it? Did we disconnect our TV? As if I can sit here and watch this idiotic act. Anyone dumb enough to say stuff like that needs to get taken care of, and quick. I didn't mention this earlier, but it seems like Sanzaburo might have a weakness. My blood bond's gonna reach 100 soon, so I'll definitely be able to kill him. Yona, I understand watching that can make a person angry. But you said you were going to be strategic about this, right? Don't forget that. Everyone, give me a hand. Let's get Kiku to his room. Dun dun dun! Anyway. Find out what Hari's going to tell us. Anyway, next time. So, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give... Oh, thanks. Did the birdie give kisses to everyone? Did you give kisses? That's so nice of you. Yeah. So I will see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.